At this very moment, right beneath your feet, there lies a forgotten world, a realm submerged in darkness, silently hidden for thousands of years, completely separated from the familiar world we know above. You can't see it, you can't hear it, yet it undoubtedly exists, quietly waiting beneath every step you take each day. Imagine one day the ground beneath your feet suddenly opens, revealing hidden tunnels stretching endlessly into darkness, ancient labyrinths filled with thousands of cold, stone chambers, a place where a vibrant society once lived, fought, and survived for centuries in perpetual darkness. Who built these mysterious underground cities? Why did they choose a life deep beneath the earth instead of under the warmth of the sun? And what happened that caused all their inhabitants to suddenly vanish, leaving behind vast, forgotten mazes? These winding tunnels, enormous stone doors, and unbelievably intricate structures will tell you the most thrilling story about humanity's astonishing capabilities in ancient times, a story the world thought it had lost forever. In tonight's special episode on Bedtime History, you and I will descend deep underground, traveling through thousands of years of history, uncovering secrets never before revealed. Together, we'll explore the massive underground cities of Cappadocia, where tens of thousands once lived, fought, and survived in the shadows. We'll also journey into the mysterious tunnels beneath the largest pyramid in Mexico, labyrinths that science still struggles to fully understand today. Each step we take will lead us deeper into a hidden realm where the past silently waits to be rediscovered. History's greatest questions will emerge once again. How did ancient people manage to carve tunnels hundreds of feet into the earth using only simple tools? What compelled them to choose a life beneath the surface in total darkness? And why were these extraordinary structures abandoned, vanishing into oblivion without a trace? Are you ready? Right now, adjust the volume, find a comfortable spot, relax, and prepare for a mysterious journey that might just change the way you view human history forever. If you love uncovering historical mysteries before bedtime, don't forget to subscribe to Bedtime History so you never miss a single special exploration. Hidden deep beneath the legendary region of Cappadocia in central Turkey lies a mysterious wonder quietly waiting in darkness for centuries, yearning for the day sunlight would illuminate it once again. This wonder is Derinkuyu, the largest underground city of the ancient world, an architectural and engineering marvel so astonishing that even modern archaeologists are left in awe. Cappadocia has long been renowned for its surreal landscape, with mushroom-shaped rock valleys and colossal stone formations carved by nature over millions of years. But beyond this rugged beauty, beneath the surface, there exists an entirely different world, a place where humans lived and thrived for thousands of years in complete darkness. Derinkuyu was first discovered entirely by accident in 1963. A local resident was renovating his home when he stumbled upon a hidden passage behind a wall. Little did he know he had just opened the doorway to one of the greatest archaeological discoveries of the 20th century. Following this groundbreaking discovery, Derinkuyu quickly became an archaeological hotspot, attracting intense interest from researchers and tourists around the globe. Geographically, Derinkuyu is located in Nevşehir province, deep beneath the Anatolian plateau, at depths ranging from about 200 to nearly 280 feet underground, equivalent to a modern building of over 20 stories. While the city is part of an extensive network of hundreds of underground cities and villages scattered throughout Cappadocia, Derinkuyu stands apart due to its enormous scale. According to archaeologists' estimates, Derinkuyu could shelter up to 20,000 inhabitants, along with livestock and food reserves sufficient to sustain them for months at a time. These staggering figures inevitably raise the question, how did ancient people, equipped only with primitive tools, construct such an enormous subterranean city? The structure of Derinkuyu is remarkably complex. Its elaborate network of tunnels intricately connects numerous subterranean levels, creating a vast multi-layered labyrinth. Recent studies have identified at least 18 distinct levels within the city, each with specialized functions, including residential areas, kitchens, bedrooms, meeting rooms, places of worship, and even dedicated sections for livestock farming, ensuring food supplies during prolonged stays underground. One of Derinkuyu's most impressive engineering feats is its astonishingly efficient ventilation system. Even at depths reaching hundreds of feet below the surface, air circulation remains consistently fresh thanks to carefully designed ventilation shafts. These shafts not only provided the necessary oxygen, but could also function as wells or emergency escape routes during times of danger. Additionally, the city incorporated unique security measures featuring enormous round stone doors designed to swiftly seal off the tunnels, protecting residents from external threats or invasions. These doors, weighing several hundred kilograms, were ingeniously engineered so that just a few people could quickly maneuver them into place, a testament to the remarkable technical prowess of their ancient builders. Moreover, the deeper levels of Derinkuyu housed specialized facilities such as churches, prayer rooms, schools, and even wine cellars, clearly indicating that its inhabitants maintained a rich cultural and spiritual life even within the darkness of their subterranean home. Archaeologists have discovered wall carvings, ancient inscriptions, and religious symbols, all providing evidence that, despite harsh living conditions, Derinkuyu's residents never abandoned their faith or hope. But who were the original architects of Derinkuyu? To this day, the city's true origins remain the subject of vigorous debate. Some researchers attribute its construction to the Phrygians, an ancient civilization inhabiting the region around the 8th century BCE. Others argue that parts of Derinkuyu may date back even further to the powerful Hittite Empire, which dominated Anatolia centuries earlier. Regardless of who first built Derinkuyu, subsequent generations undoubtedly expanded and perfected the city over hundreds, perhaps thousands, of years, turning it into a monumental feat of engineering that still amazes the scientific world today. Now that we know Derinkuyu existed and was constructed with astonishingly sophisticated engineering, the most critical question remains a persistent puzzle for scientists. Why did ancient people build such an enormous underground city? Several theories have emerged over decades of research, but the most widely accepted explanation is that Derinkuyu was constructed primarily as a refuge, a fortress designed to protect its inhabitants from external threats. In ancient times, Cappadocia was a region continuously plagued by invasions, warfare, and fierce conflicts between powerful empires like the Romans, Byzantines, Persians, and aggressive nomadic tribes from Central Asia. Faced with this turbulent and dangerous environment, the people of Cappadocia were forced to seek the most effective and enduring defensive solutions possible. Derinkuyu emerged as the perfect stronghold, allowing residents to quickly retreat underground whenever danger approached. At those moments, massive stone doors would roll swiftly into place, sealing off all entrances, plunging the city into absolute silence, safeguarding its inhabitants from any attack. However, warfare wasn't the only threat compelling the inhabitants to build Derinkuyu. Another hypothesis gaining increased attention among modern experts is that the underground city was constructed as protection against natural disasters such as volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, or prolonged climatic catastrophes. Geological studies of Cappadocia have revealed the region underwent violent volcanic eruptions millions of years ago, leaving behind unique layers of soft yet durable rock. This geological advantage allowed ancient people to easily carve tunnels deep underground, creating structures capable of withstanding significant seismic activity. Thus, Derinkuyu wasn't just a military fortress, it also served as a safe haven from natural disasters, sheltering thousands of lives across generations. A less common but equally intriguing theory suggests that Derinkuyu also had a significant religious and spiritual function. Some researchers believe the city may have hosted secret religious ceremonies vital to the spiritual life of the local inhabitants. The strongest evidence supporting this theory is the presence of carefully crafted underground chapels and prayer rooms, places where rituals were conducted in an atmosphere of profound mystery and reverence. Another fascinating detail is the existence of schools and meeting halls within Derinkuyu, indicating that residents maintained a structured, highly organized society. Clearly, the city's builders planned for long-term habitation, ensuring successive generations could be educated and maintain a civilized lifestyle, even under the harshest conditions. During excavations, archaeologists uncovered compelling evidence of the inhabitants' extraordinary self-sufficiency. Large storage rooms filled with ample food supplies and seed reserves, as well as wine cellars filled with clay vessels containing wine, clearly demonstrate that ancient people were well prepared to survive underground for months, even years, without any contact with the outside world. Another astonishing feature of Derinkuyu is its sophisticated underground water supply and drainage system. Intricate tunnels and wells reaching dozens of meters below ground not only provided residents with fresh drinking water, but also ensured sanitation, maintaining a clean, healthy living environment for everyone inside. Yet why was Derinkuyu eventually abandoned? The answer remains a compelling mystery. Some experts theorize that once the wars ceased and peace returned, inhabitants no longer had a reason to remain underground, deciding instead to reclaim life on the surface. Another theory suggests climate changes or a significant natural disaster rendered Derinkuyu unsafe or uninhabitable, forcing its abandonment. Regardless of the exact reason, Derinkuyu fell into oblivion for thousands of years, remaining undiscovered until the accidental rediscovery in the 20th century. Today, this remarkable city has become an internationally renowned archaeological site, attracting millions of tourists annually, all eager to witness firsthand this extraordinary wonder created by ancient human ingenuity beneath the earth. Derinkuyu is more than just an enormous underground city. It symbolizes human creativity, ingenuity, and resilience in the face of extreme adversity. Its story reminds us vividly that even in total darkness, faced with unimaginable dangers, humanity always finds ways to adapt, overcome, and push beyond every limit. And now our journey has only just begun. Many more mysterious underground cities are waiting for you to uncover in this video. But one thing remains certain: Derinkuyu will forever stand as the most vivid symbol of ancient humanity's extraordinary capabilities, a testament to those who dared to challenge both darkness and time itself. Not far from Derinkuyu, still hidden beneath the legendary lands of Cappadocia, lies another subterranean city quietly awaiting discovery. Its name is Kaimakli, an ancient underground labyrinth, once home to thousands of people in a distant past. If Derinkuyu impresses with its vast size and numerous vertical layers descending deep beneath the surface, Kaimakli captures attention with its intricate maze-like design, consisting of hundreds of narrow, interconnected tunnels. Even the most experienced local residents have found themselves lost within the dark passages of this ancient city. Kaimakli was first discovered and excavated in 1964, just 1 year after Derinkuyu's discovery. Initially, archaeologists believed Kaimakli was simply a smaller, less significant city compared to Derinkuyu, but they soon realized their mistake. As they ventured deeper inside, they uncovered a unique, highly sophisticated structure that showcased the extraordinary creativity of its ancient inhabitants. Unlike Derinkuyu, which features clearly defined vertical layers, Kaymakli has a distinctly horizontal layout, resembling a sprawling labyrinth more than a vertical structure. In total, Kaymakli consists of 8 underground levels, 4 of which are currently open to visitors. However, the most fascinating aspect is how each floor expands horizontally, filled with dozens of interconnected pathways forming a complex, winding maze. Another striking feature of Kaymakli is its compact and carefully designed rooms, thoughtfully arranged to maximize space underground. Experts suggest this compact layout allowed residents to better control temperature and ensure their safety during attacks. The rooms are interconnected by tunnels so narrow that only one adult could comfortably pass through at a time, an obvious defensive measure intended to severely limit an invader's movements, making the city nearly impenetrable. Just like Derinkuyu, Kaymakli is equipped with massive round stone doors, each measuring between 5 to 6 feet in diameter and weighing hundreds of pounds. These stone doors were ingeniously placed so residents could swiftly block access in case of emergencies, providing maximum security. Interestingly, these doors were strategically located so that even if an intruder managed to pass through one barrier, they would quickly find themselves trapped within the complex network of tunnels, unable to find their way out. One of the most significant archaeological discoveries at Kaymakli was the presence of extensive food storage areas, revealing evidence of ancient storage facilities for wheat, dried fruits, and clay vessels containing wine. This clearly demonstrates that the people living in Kaymakli were prepared to shelter underground for extended periods. These storerooms were scientifically constructed with specialized ventilation systems to prevent spoilage, ensuring the community's survival even when completely isolated from the outside world. Moreover, archaeologists have discovered numerous artifacts including pottery, household tools, and distinctive religious objects such as figurines and intricately carved stone reliefs. These finds confirm that Kaymakli was not merely a temporary refuge but also a vital cultural hub, shedding light on the spiritual and daily lives of its ancient inhabitants. Another remarkable aspect of Kaymakli is its incredibly efficient ventilation system. Even today, visitors feel comfortable and experience no shortage of fresh air, despite being dozens of meters underground. Large ventilation shafts were excavated from the deepest levels directly to the surface, supplying a constant flow of oxygen and maintaining stable temperatures year-round, an extraordinary achievement by the ancient builders. Yet, despite the many fascinating discoveries, the greatest mystery surrounding Kaymakli, who precisely built this sophisticated underground city, remains unanswered, puzzling archaeologists even today. In fact, the true origins of Kaymakli continue to challenge modern researchers. One prominent theory suggests the city was initially constructed by the Hittites, a powerful empire that ruled Anatolia between approximately 1600 and 1200 BCE. Archaeological evidence indicates that the oldest layers of Kaymakli date back over 3,000 years, corresponding closely with the Hittite civilization's peak period, although this theory has yet to be definitively proven. Another compelling theory attributes the city's construction to the Phrygians, an ancient civilization that occupied Cappadocia following the collapse of the Hittite Empire. The Phrygians were renowned for their expertise in stonework, tunnel excavation, and building resilient underground structures, lending strong support to this hypothesis. However, recent archaeological findings suggest Kaymakli may have been reused, expanded, and modified multiple times by various cultures throughout history, particularly during the Byzantine period. Thus, the true history of Kaymakli remains an enticing puzzle, inviting us deeper into its shadowy corridors in search of answers hidden within this extraordinary labyrinth beneath Cappadocia. Indeed, Kaymakli was continuously inhabited for many centuries. Historical research suggests its golden age occurred between the 6th and 10th centuries AD, a time when local residents frequently faced invasions from Arab Muslim armies and nomadic tribes advancing from the east. During this turbulent period, the inhabitants transformed Kaymakli into a true underground fortress, significantly expanding and refining its subterranean levels, creating a secure haven capable of sheltering an entire community through lengthy sieges. But why was this remarkable underground city ultimately abandoned? Just like Derinkuyu, this question remains unanswered. Some experts believe that once peace gradually returned to the region, the inhabitants saw no reason to continue living beneath the surface and decided to reclaim life above ground. Another theory suggests the depletion of underground water sources or climatic changes might have made Kaymakli unsafe or unsuitable for continued habitation. Today, Kaymakli has become one of Cappadocia's most fascinating archaeological tourist attractions. Each year, millions of visitors from around the globe come to experience the thrill of stepping into a real-life labyrinth, witnessing firsthand the extraordinary accomplishments of ancient engineering, and immersing themselves in a piece of history that remained hidden in darkness for thousands of years. Visitors often describe the unique sensation of stepping into Kaymakli's narrow tunnels, a feeling both exhilarating and somewhat eerie as they move through dimly lit passages illuminated by small, softly glowing lights lining the walls. Each step inside feels like traveling back in time, returning to an era when survival depended entirely upon human intelligence, ingenuity, and collective strength against overwhelming dangers. Kaymakli is now recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, an honor befitting its exceptional archaeological and cultural significance. Preserving the underground city of Kaymakli today is not just historically important, but also holds immense educational value, teaching modern generations about the incredible adaptability and resilience displayed by our ancestors. Yet despite all the discoveries made thus far, Kaymakli still harbors countless secrets waiting to be uncovered. Numerous deeper tunnels and hidden chambers beneath the city remain unexplored, leaving open the tantalizing possibility that somewhere beneath our feet, the greatest mysteries about Kaymakli's origins and the lives of its ancient inhabitants still silently await discovery. And that perhaps is the most magical thing about Kaymakli. Just like Derinkuyu, it continues to challenge modern imaginations and curiosity, a powerful reminder that history is always holding secrets far greater than anything we can see on the surface. This journey will continue, taking us to many other mysterious underground cities around the world. But remember that Kaymakli, with its intricately winding tunnels and stories still untold, will forever remain one of the most captivating and enigmatic chapters in the story of humankind. Continuing our journey through the mysterious underground cities of Cappadocia, we leave behind the enigmatic labyrinth of Kaymakli and arrive at Özkonak, another impressive subterranean marvel known for its secretive and incredibly sophisticated defense systems. Located approximately 30 kilometers north of Kaymakli and Derinkuyu, quietly hidden beneath the small town of Avanos, Özkonak has long fascinated archaeologists as a mysterious underground fortress. Although less famous than its two predecessors, Özkonak contains unique secrets neither Derinkuyu nor Kaymakli possess, namely the most intricate traps and defensive features ever discovered beneath the earth. First uncovered in 1972, Özkonak astonished archaeologists with its distinct architectural layout. While Derinkuyu and Kaymakli are famed for their deep, multi-layered structures, Özkonak captivates visitors with its predominantly horizontal design, stretching widely beneath the surface, and meticulously arranged corridors crafted to form an intricate defensive web. The ancient builders deliberately chose Özkonak's strategic location. The town of Avanos sits near the banks of the Kızılırmak River, the longest river in Turkey, in a region rich with natural resources and crucial trade routes. Establishing an underground city here was a strategic masterstroke. When danger approached, local inhabitants could swiftly retreat underground, awaiting the enemy's departure without risking their lives. What makes Özkonak such a perfect military secret lies within its exceptionally intelligent defense system, surpassing anything found in other underground cities. Archaeologists were astonished to discover numerous tiny holes drilled strategically into tunnel walls. Initially assumed to be simple air vents, these openings later revealed an ingenious secret. They were actually spy holes that allowed residents to discreetly observe enemy movements in adjacent corridors without detection. Using this hidden surveillance system, defenders could quickly assess enemy strength and choose the ideal moment to seal stone doors or launch surprise attacks. Researchers even speculate residents might have utilized these small openings to thrust spears or fire arrows at invaders attempting to navigate the narrow passages, providing an overwhelming tactical advantage in close combat. Özkonak's defensive sophistication doesn't end there. Its builders also constructed elaborate traps, numerous false tunnels deliberately designed to confuse, frustrate, and ultimately trap intruders. These decoy passages would lead enemies into dead ends, where massive stone doors could swiftly be closed behind them, leaving attackers completely trapped underground, unable to escape. The massive stone doors themselves are engineering marvels. Carved from solid basalt, these formidable barriers range between 1.5 to 2 meters in diameter, several centimeters thick, and weigh hundreds of kilograms each. Strategically placed at key points throughout the city, these doors could be instantly sealed shut when danger arose, effectively preventing deeper infiltration by hostile forces. Another fascinating difference between Özkonak and its Cappadocian counterparts lies in its specialized ventilation and drainage systems. While Derinkuyu and Kaymakli relied on large vertical ventilation shafts reaching the surface, Özkonak's builders cleverly opted for smaller, horizontally oriented vents that were discreetly hidden, reducing the risk of external discovery and ensuring absolute safety during prolonged sieges. The archaeological discoveries within Özkonak have proven exceptionally valuable. Researchers have unearthed numerous artifacts, such as pottery vessels, bronze utensils, stone knives, and tools fashioned from animal bones, indicating a thriving and culturally unique underground community. Yet the most puzzling aspect remains the strange absence of inscriptions or clear indicators revealing precisely who first constructed this remarkable city. To this day, questions about Özkonak's true origins remain subjects of vigorous scholarly debate. Many believe the Phrygians, renowned for their sophisticated stone-building techniques, were the original architects of Özkonak. However, some experts support alternative theories. Recent archaeological evidence suggests the city may have originated during the earlier Hittite period, subsequently taken over, expanded, and fortified by the Phrygians. Thus, Özkonak continues to challenge our understanding, preserving secrets deep within its shadowy tunnels. It stands not only as a testament to ancient ingenuity and strategic brilliance, but also as an enduring mystery, inviting future generations to uncover the true story behind this extraordinary underground marvel. Another intriguing mystery about Özkonak is the unusual absence of written records or detailed carvings. While other underground cities in Cappadocia, such as Derinkuyu and Kaymakli, prominently feature clear religious symbols, inscriptions, or murals carved into their stone walls, Özkonak exhibits virtually none of these cultural markers. This curious lack of evidence further deepens the enigma surrounding the city's original purpose and its true creators. Some archaeologists propose that the absence of identifiable cultural symbols might have been a deliberate strategy employed by Özkonak's inhabitants, aimed at concealing their identity and cultural origins from potential invaders. If enemies breached Özkonak's defenses, they would find themselves confronting an unknown civilization, adding a significant psychological advantage by increasing confusion and uncertainty among attackers. Other researchers suggest that Uzkonak might have served as a secret refuge for a small yet significant community, perhaps priests, religious leaders, or ancient nobility who needed to keep their identities and activities hidden from the outside world. However, these theories require additional archaeological evidence before they can be definitively confirmed. Another notable detail at Uzkonak is the impressive self-sufficiency of its inhabitants. Archaeologists have discovered large food storage chambers filled with huge ceramic jars that once contained grains like wheat, beans, and dried fruits, as well as reserves of drinking water. These discoveries indicate that the ancient residents of Uzkonak were fully prepared to survive prolonged periods underground without needing external supplies, essentially transforming the city into an impenetrable and self-contained fortress. Additionally, the underground water system at Uzkonak has been highly praised by experts for its advanced engineering and effectiveness. Deep wells carved through soft volcanic rock layers ensured a reliable supply of clean water year-round. Furthermore, a sophisticated drainage system helped maintain optimal environmental conditions, effectively protecting residents from common diseases associated with dampness or poor ventilation. Recent theories also suggest that Uzkonak may have functioned as a secret transit point within an extensive underground communication network linking various subterranean cities across Cappadocia. Although this idea remains controversial, unexcavated tunnels within Uzkonak could potentially yield future discoveries, shedding further light on the communication systems and relationships between ancient underground communities. Despite ongoing mysteries regarding its origins and ultimate purpose, it is undeniable that Uzkonak represents a pinnacle of ancient defensive architecture. Its sophisticated surveillance systems, elaborate traps, and massive, impenetrable stone doors still amaze and even inspire modern experts. Perhaps it is precisely these unsolved mysteries that make Uzkonak so intriguing, continually challenging contemporary curiosity and imagination. Today, Uzkonak is carefully preserved and open to international visitors. Though less famous than Derinkuyu or Kaymakli, anyone who visits acknowledges Uzkonak as one of Cappadocia's hidden gems, quietly awaiting discovery beneath the surface. And this journey is far from over. Ahead lie many more mysterious underground cities, each harboring its own secrets. But Uzkonak, with its remarkable defense systems, hidden spy holes, and intricate networks of traps, will forever hold a unique and compelling place within humanity's larger story of subterranean archaeological wonders. Leaving behind the intricate tunnels of Uzkonak, our journey continues across the enchanting landscape of Cappadocia. Beneath the region's famous fairy chimneys, majestic rock formations sculpted by millions of years of erosion, many secrets still lie quietly waiting to be uncovered. Among them is the underground city of Marza, a forgotten wonder overshadowed by more famous names like Derinkuyu or Kaymakli, yet no less captivating in its historical mysteries. Marza is located near a small village bearing the same name, roughly 20 kilometers east of Derinkuyu. Never as famous or widely known as its neighbors, Marza spent centuries hidden away in darkness, nearly erased from archaeological maps. It wasn't until the 1990s that researchers finally began to appreciate the immense historical value hidden within this unique subterranean settlement. A significant question immediately arises: why did Marza fade into obscurity? The main reason is that Marza had never been systematically excavated or thoroughly studied until recently. While underground cities like Derinkuyu, Kaymakli, and Uzkonak captured international attention early on, Marza remained quietly tucked away in Cappadocia's rural landscape, silently preserving its secrets. Only when archaeologists began exploring Marza seriously did they realize its immense archaeological potential, comparable to any of its more celebrated counterparts. So, what makes Marza truly remarkable? The most striking aspect of Marsa is its sophisticated and distinct architectural style, clearly different from other underground cities in Cappadocia. Unlike Özkanak's emphasis on defensive systems, Marsa prioritized creating comfortable and spacious living quarters. Rooms here are larger, carefully constructed and thoughtfully laid out, suggesting Marsa functioned more as a stable residential community than merely a temporary refuge. Corridors in Marsa are generously wide and significantly more open compared to the narrow tunnels found in Kaymakli, leading archaeologists to believe it once served as a permanent living area rather than a short-term shelter. Living quarters, kitchens, and even dedicated storage areas for household goods and food supplies were systematically designed, reflecting a highly organized community. One of the most impressive architectural features in Marsa is its stone doors. Similar to other Cappadocian underground cities, Marsa also employed large, circular stone doors for sealing passageways when necessary. However, what sets Marsa apart is the extraordinary sophistication in their construction. These stone doors could be easily rotated into place, strategically positioned to optimize defense capabilities and provide maximum protection for inhabitants. Additionally, Marsa features a cleverly designed ventilation system. Large ventilation shafts were carefully constructed, ensuring both fresh oxygen supply and stable year-round temperatures. Even during scorching summers or freezing winters, living conditions within Marsa remained consistently comfortable, another clear indication that Marsa was built for sustainable, long-term habitation rather than temporary refuge. Although forgotten for centuries, recent archaeological discoveries at Marsa are gradually revealing important stories. Researchers have unearthed large storage chambers beneath the city, filled with pottery and everyday household items. Most notably, simple yet meaningful wall paintings made from natural materials have been discovered, offering a precious glimpse into the daily lives and cultural practices of Marsa's ancient inhabitants. Yet the deeper archaeologists dig, the more complex the unanswered questions become. Who exactly built Marsa, and why did they choose to create such an intricately comfortable underground city in a region fraught with danger? Scientists today carefully examine several hypotheses regarding Marsa's origins. Some believe it was constructed during the Byzantine era, when Cappadocia regularly faced invasions from the east. This theory explains the strong defensive design combined with comfortable living arrangements. Marsa might have served as a residential fortress, able to sustain a population through extended periods of warfare. However, recent evidence suggests Marsa could be far older, possibly dating back to the Phrygian period or even earlier, to the ancient Hittite Empire. If proven, Marsa would become one of Cappadocia's oldest underground cities, significantly reshaping our understanding of the region's history. Nonetheless, no definitive conclusion has yet been reached. The absence of written records or clearly identifiable inscriptions poses a significant challenge for archaeologists attempting to determine Marsa's original creators and exact timeline. Recent excavations at Marsa have also yielded valuable archaeological finds, offering fresh insights into the daily lives of its ancient residents. Particularly noteworthy are remarkably preserved clay oil lamps, confirming that daily life and illumination flourished underground centuries ago. These discoveries not only enhance our understanding of everyday activities in Marsa, but also strengthen theories about the existence of a highly organized, advanced underground society. Additionally, metal items such as knives, scissors, and agricultural tools found in underground storerooms confirm that Marsa's inhabitants thoroughly prepared for a self-sufficient life beneath the surface. These discoveries help explain how Marsa sustained itself for extended periods under harsh conditions without external support. Another intriguing feature of Marsa is its meticulously built wine cellars. These underground storage areas were not merely used to preserve wine, an essential drink in ancient societies, but also played a crucial role in religious rituals and cultural life. Designed to maintain stable temperatures, these cellars allowed wine to be stored for years without losing quality, clearly indicating the cultural and spiritual importance Marsa's inhabitants placed on their traditions and rituals. Today, Marsa stands as a testament to ancient human ingenuity. A once-forgotten city, finally reclaiming its rightful place among Cappadocia's most fascinating archaeological treasures. Our journey still continues ahead, with many more mysterious underground cities waiting to be discovered. Yet Marsa, with its spacious rooms, remarkable artifacts and enduring mysteries, will always hold a unique and captivating position in the grand narrative of humanity's subterranean history. Yet despite the remarkable discoveries already made, Marsa still has not fully revealed all of its secrets. Many tunnels and chambers remain largely unexplored, and archaeologists continue to seek new clues to unravel the great questions surrounding this underground city's origins, history, and development. Among these unanswered questions, perhaps the most intriguing remains: what exactly led the residents of Marsa to completely abandon their underground home? Some theories suggest that when peace and stability returned to the region, the inhabitants may have chosen to return to surface life, resuming farming, livestock raising, and trading more conveniently. Other hypotheses point to natural disasters or the depletion of critical resources such as underground water sources, making subterranean living unsustainable. However, none of these explanations have been conclusively proven yet. Today, Marsa is gradually gaining recognition as an archaeological site brimming with mystery and potential, increasingly attracting researchers and international visitors. Those who come to Marsa often feel as if they've stumbled upon a genuine historical treasure long forgotten. A city once thriving and vibrant, yet hidden in darkness for hundreds of years, silently awaiting the world's rediscovery. Marsa is more than just a forgotten underground city. It stands as undeniable proof of humanity's extraordinary resilience, boundless creativity, and persistent determination to adapt and survive against the odds. As we continue our journey exploring more underground cities to come, always remember that beneath each step we take, history patiently awaits, and the greatest mysteries are hidden deep below, simply waiting to be discovered. Leaving behind the quiet mysteries of Marsa, our journey now takes us beyond the borders of Cappadocia, toward another legendary land, a place where time itself seems to have stopped thousands of years ago. This place is Petra, an ancient city carved magnificently into red sandstone cliffs hidden deep within the arid deserts of Jordan. Before we delve into Petra's hidden secrets, pause for a moment and imagine yourself standing right here in the vast desert, facing mysterious tunnels that burrow deep underground. What do you think drove ancient people to build such an intricate and grand city in the middle of an unforgiving desert? Was it simply to protect a precious water source, or was there another hidden purpose that history has yet to reveal? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm genuinely curious to hear your theories. Now let's continue our journey into the secrets awaiting beneath Petra. When people think of Petra, they typically picture its majestic temples, meticulously carved directly into stone cliffs glowing brilliantly beneath the desert sun. Yet few realize that hidden beneath this grandeur is an immense network of tunnels, underground chambers, and an astonishingly complex water system. It is this subterranean infrastructure that truly holds the key to understanding Petra's prosperity and resilience, allowing it to flourish as an impregnable center of trade for the Nabateans across centuries. The Nabateans were a nomadic people originating from the Arabian Peninsula, famously adept at surviving harsh desert conditions. They strategically selected Petra as their primary settlement, turning it into a crucial trade hub perfectly situated at the intersection of major routes linking Egypt, Syria, and the Arabian Peninsula. This ideal location quickly transformed Petra into one of the richest commercial crossroads of the ancient world. Yet what truly set Petra apart was not merely its strategic location, but the Nabateans' remarkable mastery of groundwater management, seemingly impossible in such arid surroundings. The ancient Nabatean engineers crafted an elaborate system of channels designed to collect and direct rainwater from nearby mountains into the heart of the city. These channels not only provided drinking water but also filled massive underground reservoirs, ensuring a reliable water supply even during prolonged droughts. Public fountains and cisterns dotted the city, guaranteeing that fresh water remained plentiful and accessible to everyone. Archaeologists have uncovered over 200 immense water reservoirs scattered beneath Petra, connected by countless tunnels carved meticulously into the rock. Among the most astonishing finds is a giant reservoir capable of storing thousands of cubic meters of water, constructed with astonishing precision to ensure zero water loss or contamination. Thanks to this sophisticated water management system, Petra became more than just a secure home. It flourished as an oasis in the desert, attracting traders from across the ancient world who came to exchange goods, rest, and enjoy the city's abundant wealth. This prosperity fueled immense cultural, architectural, and artistic development, visible today in stunning monuments like Al-Khazneh, the treasury, the vast rock-carved theatre, and countless other masterpieces etched into Petra's cliffs. Yet beneath Petra's surface beauty lies another layer of intrigue, a network of secret tunnels and chambers crafted deep within the rock itself. These hidden passages served various purposes, from secret religious ceremonies to secure storerooms for treasures, and even emergency escape routes for the Nabatean elite during times of danger. Some of these underground chambers contain mysterious religious symbols carved into the rock, leading archaeologists to believe that secretive rituals may have occurred deep within Petra. The true meaning of these symbols remains elusive, further intensifying the city's enduring allure and motivating researchers to continue their search for answers. But what caused such a sophisticated and prosperous civilization as the Nabateans to suddenly vanish from Petra, a city that was once their heart and soul? This question remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. The disappearance of the Nabateans, the talented, wealthy architects of Petra, is among the most puzzling riddles of ancient history. How could a civilization renowned for its technical ingenuity and mastery of scarce resources vanish so suddenly from the very land they had built? Historians have proposed several theories to explain this mystery. One widely accepted explanation suggests Petra gradually lost its importance as trade routes shifted northward and eastward toward regions controlled by growing powers such as the Roman and Byzantine empires. Indeed, Petra had peaked around the 1st century BCE, when it dominated the crucial trade routes connecting the Arabian Peninsula, Syria, Egypt, and the Mediterranean. However, by the 1st century CE, the rising Roman Empire began to consolidate and redirect these vital routes, undermining Petra's economic dominance. Faced with intense competition from larger powers, Petra gradually lost its exclusive position within the global trade network, ultimately reducing its inhabitants' wealth and prosperity. Another theory, rooted in geological and environmental factors, proposes that Petra suffered catastrophic natural disasters, particularly severe earthquakes recorded in the region between the 4th and 6th centuries CE. Archaeological evidence indicates extensive earthquake damage to Petra's major buildings and infrastructure. These devastating quakes may have compromised Petra's delicate water system, leaving the city without its critical water supply and eventually leading to its abandonment. Despite numerous theories, the precise reasons behind Petra's sudden decline remain uncertain, adding yet another layer to the city's fascinating enigma. Scientists also do not rule out the possibility that gradual environmental degradation, such as the depletion of underground water resources or prolonged climate changes, forced the Nabateans to abandon Petra in search of a safer home. This theory has gained further support from recent geological surveys, clearly showing Petra experienced severe periods of drought throughout its history, potentially making life unsustainable there over long durations. Whatever the true cause, the mysterious disappearance of the Nabateans and the abandonment of Petra for centuries has turned the city into a legendary symbol of ancient history. For hundreds of years afterward, Petra gradually faded into obscurity, becoming a secret hidden deep within the desert sands, a city completely forgotten until Swiss explorer Johann Ludwig Burckhardt rediscovered it in 1812. Since that moment, Petra has once again captured global attention, and today it stands proudly as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, drawing millions of visitors each year. Yet the greatest mysteries of Petra remain intact. Numerous secret tunnels, subterranean chambers, still awaiting excavation, and countless enigmatic religious symbols continue to beckon archaeologists, urging them forward in their search for answers. Recent archaeological discoveries at Petra have provided new insights into the true lives of the Nabatean people. Archaeologists have uncovered intricately crafted bronze items, elaborately decorated pottery, and finely detailed statues reflecting the high artistic sophistication of the Nabatean civilization. Some significant artifacts recently discovered suggest Petra once served as an essential religious center, hosting secret ceremonies and deep spiritual rituals beneath its surface. Intriguing stone reliefs found in various underground chambers depict mythical symbols and ancient rites whose meanings remain unclear to this day. These enigmatic findings compel archaeologists to dig even deeper into Petra's hidden depths, hoping someday to unravel their true significance. Yet perhaps it is precisely these unsolved mysteries that make Petra even more fascinating. This city will forever represent both the splendor and fragility of ancient civilizations, a powerful reminder that no matter how advanced humanity becomes, we must always live in harmony with nature and respect the natural world around us. Leaving behind the mysterious beauty of Petra, our journey now takes us across the scorching sands of North Africa toward another legendary and intriguing destination. Matmata, the remarkable subterranean city of the Berber people, hidden deep beneath Tunisia's southern desert. If Petra impresses with its grand structures carved from red desert stone, Matmata amazes with an entirely different architectural style. Homes and tunnels excavated directly into the earth, forming a unique underground housing system perfectly adapted to help residents survive the Sahara's harsh climate. Viewed from above, Matmata appears as a hidden world filled with large, circular pits, each pit serving as a spacious, airy home interconnected by a network of narrow tunnels. The Berbers have utilized this distinctive form of architecture for centuries, enabling them to perfectly adapt to the extreme conditions of their arid environment. The Berber people, among the oldest ethnic groups in North Africa, are renowned for their incredible resilience and adaptability to life in the searing desert. They built Matmata centuries ago primarily to shield themselves from the relentless heat, as well as protect against raids from hostile tribes. Underground dwellings in Matmata naturally maintain comfortable temperatures year-round, remaining cool in the scorching summers and warm during chilly winters, conditions virtually impossible to achieve above ground in this harsh desert environment. The Berber technique of construction is genuinely remarkable. First, they dig deep circular pits into the ground, usually about 15 to 30 feet, 5 to 10 meters deep. Then they carefully excavate horizontally into the surrounding walls, creating rooms and living spaces. This method fully utilizes the Earth's natural insulation properties, maintaining stable indoor temperatures regardless of extreme external conditions. Each home typically features a spacious central courtyard at the base of the pit, connected to smaller rooms, through doors and tunnels radiating outward. This architectural layout creates comfortable, private living spaces, ideal for family life. Additionally, these underground homes effectively shield their inhabitants from the violent sandstorms frequently sweeping across the desert. Another fascinating aspect of Matmata is its highly efficient drainage and ventilation systems. These underground homes are ingeniously designed for continuous natural airflow, preventing stagnant air. Small ventilation shafts, strategically placed throughout the dwellings, keep cool air circulating and prevent the desert heat from seeping in. Rainwater, rare but precious, is meticulously collected and stored via underground channels, enabling residents to make the most of every valuable drop. For the Berbers of Matmata, life underground goes beyond mere survival, deeply intertwining with their rich cultural traditions and spiritual values. They believe living beneath the earth is not just a practical means of enduring harsh conditions, but also represents a powerful connection to nature, Mother Earth, and their ancestors. This profound bond is reflected vividly in traditional rituals, folk songs, and mythological tales passed down through generations, always highlighting Matmata as a sacred land where humans and nature live in perfect harmony. When speaking of Matmata, it's impossible to overlook the mystical folk legends passed down through generations by the Berber people. According to these tales, Matmata was more than just an underground shelter. It was a sacred land blessed by supernatural forces, a special gift from Mother Earth, allowing its people to survive and flourish amid the harsh desert. One of the most famous legends recounts how, long ago, the Berber people once lived above ground. However, after decades of relentless drought, they faced near extinction. Desperate, the tribe's elders pleaded with the spirit of the desert for salvation. In response, the desert granted them a hidden sanctuary beneath the earth, a cool, safe haven teeming with life beneath the scorching sands. Since then, the Berbers have lived harmoniously with this underground world, building Matmata and preserving the sacred gift in secrecy across generations. This profound heritage explains why the inhabitants of Matmata have such deep reverence for their subterranean homes. For them, these underground dwellings are not just houses. They hold the spirits of their ancestors and serve as sacred spaces for significant spiritual rituals within the community. On festive nights, families gather in the central courtyards of their underground homes, singing traditional folk songs, recounting myths, and expressing gratitude toward their ancestors and Mother Earth for bestowing this blessed land. Another legend speaks of mystical beings called the jinn, spirits dwelling beneath the earth, who both protect and challenge humanity. According to tradition, it was these jinn who taught the Berber people how to excavate tunnels, construct underground homes, and shield themselves from danger. However, the jinn demanded respect. If humans failed to treat their environment with reverence, these spirits would bring misfortune. This legend profoundly shaped the Berber people's deep commitment to preserving their environment and living harmoniously with nature. Today, Matmata has evolved beyond being merely an underground settlement. It's become a fascinating tourist destination. Travelers from around the globe visit to witness firsthand the remarkable lifestyle of Matmata's residents. The cool subterranean homes, intriguing legends, and warm hospitality of the Berber people leave lasting impressions on visitors. Interestingly, Matmata also gained fame as a filming location for iconic movies, most notably the legendary science fiction series Star Wars. The distinctive Berber homes provided the backdrop for the desert planet Tatooine, significantly raising Matmata's global profile and fueling curiosity about the unique lifestyle here. Yet despite modernization and growing tourism bringing economic benefits, Matmata's residents remain steadfast in preserving their traditional cultural values. Their underground homes continue to be maintained authentically, and spiritual rituals are carefully observed as a way to preserve harmony between the past and present, tradition and progress. With its extraordinary subterranean architecture, ingenious engineering solutions to survive the harsh desert climate and captivating folklore, Matmata undoubtedly remains one of the most fascinating and enigmatic underground cities on our journey. As we continue our exploration into new lands, the rich myths and vibrant culture of Matmata's Berber inhabitants will continue to resonate, standing as a powerful testament to humanity's remarkable adaptability and boundless creativity in the face of nature's most formidable challenges. Leaving behind the mysterious, legendary underground homes of Matmata, our journey now crosses the Atlantic Ocean, bringing us to the enchanting lands of Central America. Our next destination is Cholula, Mexico, a historic city famous for housing the largest pyramid on the planet, beneath which lies an intricate and mysterious system of tunnels thousands of years old. Unlike the familiar image of Egypt's pyramids towering dramatically above the desert sands, Cholula's Great Pyramid, from a distance, looks more like an enormous hill covered entirely by lush greenery. In reality, this seemingly natural hill is a colossal, man-made structure built over many centuries by the ancient civilizations of Central America, primarily the Toltec and later the Aztec peoples. But what truly sets Cholula apart from other pyramids around the world is the vast network of complex tunnels hidden beneath its foundation. To date, more than 5 miles, 8 kilometers of tunnels have been discovered, forming a massive underground labyrinth that continues to puzzle archaeologists as they attempt to decode their original purpose. Inside Cholula's pyramid, the structure differs remarkably from any other known pyramid. These tunnels are far more than simple passageways. They were deliberately built with secret chambers, winding spiral staircases, and twisting corridors descending deep into the earth. Within these dark subterranean passages, archaeologists have uncovered numerous traces of strange religious ceremonies, including carefully carved stone altars, enigmatic statues, and ritual offerings preserved undisturbed for centuries. Archaeologists widely believe these mysterious tunnels were constructed for specific religious and ceremonial purposes. Cholula once stood as a vital spiritual center within ancient Mesoamerican culture, a sacred place where deities were worshipped with profound reverence and fear. The most elaborate and critical rituals may have taken place deep beneath this pyramid, symbolizing a powerful connection between the human world and the divine realm. Some experts suggest these tunnels symbolize a spiritual journey into the underworld, the Aztec afterlife, where individuals sought blessings and protection from subterranean gods. This theory explains why the corridors continually lead downward, connecting to secret rooms where the most sacred and mystical rituals were performed. Archaeological discoveries at Cholula further strengthen these theories. Excavations have revealed beautifully crafted ceramic vessels containing sacred corn seeds alongside ceremonial artifacts such as intricately carved obsidian stones symbolizing divine strength and protection. These remarkable findings not only underscore Cholula's spiritual importance, but also illustrate the sophisticated religious and cultural complexity of its ancient inhabitants. Yet the most profound mysteries of Cholula remain unanswered. A far deeper, more puzzling question still lingers. Why did these ancient people choose to build such an astonishingly massive pyramid here, and why was it eventually abandoned so abruptly, left to fade quietly into oblivion for hundreds of years? To uncover the greatest mysteries surrounding Cholula's pyramid, archaeologists have conducted extensive research and excavation over many decades. One of the most prominent theories explaining why such an enormous structure was built points directly to the deeply held religious beliefs of ancient Mesoamerican cultures. According to ancient Aztec records, Cholula's Great Pyramid was dedicated to Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent deity symbolizing life, rebirth, and wisdom in ancient Central American mythology. Quetzalcoatl was profoundly revered by these ancient peoples, prompting them to construct the world's largest pyramid as a grand testament of devotion. For centuries, Cholula hosted elaborate religious ceremonies, sacrifices, and pilgrimages, making it one of the most renowned spiritual centers of the ancient world. Yet mysteriously, around the 8th to 9th century AD, Cholula was suddenly and inexplicably abandoned. This once thriving civilization, teeming with pilgrims and vibrant ceremonies, vanished without clear evidence of what might have caused its downfall. Archaeological research has found no convincing proof of major natural disasters or warfare at that time, deepening the mystery of Cholula's sudden desertion. A widely supported theory suggests that Cholula gradually lost its prominence as a religious and commercial hub when larger cities, such as Teotihuacan and later Tenochtitlan, rose to power, attracting more people and diminishing Cholula's importance. Some archaeologists even speculate that the inhabitants intentionally concealed parts of the pyramid beneath earth and vegetation, either to protect their sacred monument from invaders or to hide their secret rituals from outsiders. Recent discoveries have heightened the allure of Cholula's unsolved mysteries. One notable finding is a newly discovered tunnel deep beneath the pyramid, where researchers uncovered an extraordinary collection of finely crafted jade, gold, and precious gemstone artifacts. These items, clearly ceremonial in nature, strongly suggest Cholula hosted rituals far more sacred, complex, and mystical than previously understood. Another fascinating detail lies within numerous strange rock carvings discovered in the tunnels. These carvings depict mythical creatures, elaborate religious ceremonies, and scenes from the legendary worlds of Aztec and Toltec mythology. This evidence reinforces the theory that these subterranean passages beneath Cholula's pyramid once served as sites for profound spiritual ceremonies, where ancient peoples sought direct communication with supernatural forces and divine entities. Today, Cholula is a world-renowned tourist destination, attracting millions of visitors annually. Yet the Great Pyramid still conceals countless mysteries that scientists have yet to fully decode. Its deep underground tunnels, enigmatic chambers, and the real reasons behind Cholula's abandonment continue to captivate and challenge our imagination. Perhaps these lingering secrets are precisely what makes Cholula more fascinating than ever. Its hidden tunnels, profound spiritual ceremonies, and unanswered questions remain quietly beneath the massive pyramid, patiently awaiting the day when the world finally uncovers their full meaning. Leaving behind the mysterious tunnels beneath Cholula's colossal pyramid in Mexico, our journey now takes us back across the Atlantic to Europe, to a peaceful yet astonishingly intriguing destination. Naurs, an ancient underground city hidden beneath the tranquil countryside of northern France. Concealed beneath the serene village landscapes of Picardy, Naurs stands as one of Europe's largest and best-preserved subterranean complexes, a vivid testament to ancient construction techniques and extraordinary human adaptability. Constructed around the 3rd century AD during the era of Roman rule, Naurs was initially designed to protect local inhabitants from frequent invasions and attacks by fierce tribes from the north. At that time, the Picardy region sat strategically along vital trade routes connecting northern territories to the heart of the expansive Roman Empire. This strategic importance made Picardy a prime target for invading tribes seeking wealth and resources. Facing escalating threats, the local population sought an effective defensive solution, and their answer was the enormous underground fortress of Naurs. Unlike other subterranean cities we've explored, such as Matmata, built to escape scorching heat, or Cholula, constructed for mystical rituals. Naur served purely as a natural fortress, a long-term refuge against invasion. Residents carved deeply into the region's soft limestone, creating a vast labyrinth of tunnels spread across multiple levels, containing numerous specialized chambers. This massive underground network could comfortably shelter thousands of people, along with all necessary supplies and provisions. The design of Naurs vividly showcases the strategic brilliance and innovation of its ancient creators. This subterranean city comprises over 300 interconnected rooms and passageways, sprawling beneath an area of nearly 3 square kilometers. Each room served a specific function, including sleeping quarters, communal kitchens, extensive food storage areas, livestock pens, and even dedicated meeting halls where residents gathered to make crucial decisions during periods of crisis. A particularly remarkable feature of Naurs is its sophisticated ventilation system. Large ventilation shafts were ingeniously constructed, linking the surface directly to the deeper levels below, ensuring continuous airflow and maintaining healthy living conditions. This allowed residents to live underground safely and comfortably for extended periods, even months at a time, without encountering health problems. Like many other ancient subterranean cities, Naurs was protected by sturdy stone doors that could swiftly seal off access during emergencies. However, what sets Naurs apart is that these doors also served a strategic purpose beyond mere defense. They were cleverly designed to mislead invaders. Certain tunnels intentionally led intruders into dead-end traps, leaving enemies disoriented and hopelessly lost underground. For centuries, Naurs effectively safeguarded its inhabitants from external dangers. However, following the collapse of the Roman Empire, this underground city gradually faded into obscurity until its accidental rediscovery in 1887. Since then, Naurs has captured the attention of archaeologists worldwide, gradually revealing fascinating insights into ancient subterranean life in Europe. Ever since its rediscovery, Naurs has continually attracted significant interest from French and international archaeological communities. With each excavation, researchers uncover more captivating secrets, steadily illuminating new historical details about the extraordinary lives led by its ancient underground residents. One of the most remarkable archaeological discoveries recently made at Naur involves hundreds of signatures and drawings etched into the stone walls by soldiers during World War I. These inscriptions have transformed Naurs from merely an ancient Roman relic into a powerful modern historical witness, a safe haven where soldiers once sought refuge from the brutal realities of war. These signatures and personal messages not only provide researchers with deeper insights into the emotions and experiences of wartime soldiers, but also illustrate Naur's enduring role as a sanctuary throughout history. This unique find significantly enriches the site's value, creating a profound bridge between France's ancient past and its more recent historical chapters. From an ancient archaeological standpoint, experts have uncovered numerous valuable everyday artifacts within Naurs. Ancient pottery, metal tools, and Roman-era coins found in the tunnels confirm that Naurs was far more than just a temporary refuge. It was a thriving, vibrant community. These discoveries offer critical evidence about the city's original purpose and history, providing detailed glimpses into the daily lives of its ancient inhabitants. The historical significance of Naur lies not only in its sophisticated defensive design and remarkable construction techniques, but also in demonstrating humanity's extraordinary capacity for unity, organization, and resilience in the face of extreme challenges. This underground city serves as a vivid testament to the ingenuity, creativity, and perseverance of ancient peoples, and underscores the importance of community solidarity during the hardest of times. Today, Naurs is carefully preserved as an important archaeological attraction, drawing thousands of visitors each year. Travelers come from around the world to personally explore its extensive network of tunnels and chambers, feeling firsthand the vibrancy and intrigue of the hidden history beneath their feet. Researching and preserving Naur also holds significant educational value, teaching future generations about France's rich heritage and the remarkable adaptability of human beings under harsh conditions. Protecting Naur means safeguarding the invaluable historical and cultural legacy left behind by previous generations. It reminds us that beneath the peaceful, tranquil landscape of Picardy, history remains vibrant, alive, and forever worthy of exploration. Leaving behind the peaceful, enigmatic tunnels of the ancient city of Naurs in France, our exploration now takes us eastward to the mysterious and ancient lands of the Middle East, to Iran. Here, beneath the quiet town of Nushabad, lies one of the world's least known yet most remarkable archaeological mysteries, a secret underground city built during the mighty Sassanid Empire. The town of Nushabad, meaning City of Delicious Water in ancient Persian, is today a tranquil home to roughly 10,000 residents. Yet hidden beneath its peaceful exterior is an extensive labyrinthine network of underground tunnels, astonishing in scale and dating back more than 1,500 years. Archaeologists believe this subterranean city was constructed sometime between the 4th and 6th centuries AD during the reign of the powerful Sassanid Empire, one of the greatest dynasties in ancient Iranian history. But what drove the inhabitants to dig deep into the earth and build such an intricate structure? Researchers have proposed two main hypotheses: warfare and natural disasters. Throughout its history, the Sassanid Empire frequently faced conflicts, particularly from nomadic tribes to the north and the Byzantine Empire to the west. These relentless threats not only endangered local populations, but also forced them to seek secure long-term defenses. Nushabad, with its elaborate network of tunnels and hidden defenses, became an ideal solution, offering safety amid ongoing intense warfare. But conflict was not the only threat. Another compelling theory is that severe climate changes and environmental disasters, such as prolonged droughts and devastating sandstorms typical of this arid desert region, drove people underground. Nushabad provided residents a safe, comfortable environment, critically protecting precious underground water sources vital for survival in such harsh conditions. The most remarkable feature of Nushabad lies in its intricate and sophisticated architectural design, clearly demonstrating the ancient Iranians' exceptional building skills. The city comprises 3 distinct underground levels extending more than 4 kilometers and reaching depths of up to 18 meters beneath the surface. Unlike other subterranean cities, Nushabad's tunnels were constructed vertically, connected by narrow, winding passageways, challenging to navigate, particularly for outsiders unfamiliar with the terrain. These intentionally narrow and confusing corridors were designed strategically, impeding rapid enemy movement and enabling residents to defend themselves and launch effective counterattacks. Massive stone doors could swiftly seal off critical areas during emergencies, isolating invaders and preventing further intrusion. Another impressive aspect of Nushabad is its remarkably efficient ventilation system, carefully engineered to maintain continuous airflow. This innovation allowed thousands of inhabitants to live comfortably underground for extended periods without facing oxygen shortages or health problems. Another unique architectural feature is the presence of deep, underground wells carved painstakingly through layers of solid rock and clay, reaching vital groundwater reservoirs. These wells provided fresh drinking water and ensured sufficient reserves for residents to endure prolonged stays beneath the surface without ever needing to risk venturing above ground. Recent archaeological discoveries at Nushabad have revealed even more intriguing details. Scientists have uncovered precious artifacts such as pottery, ancient oil lamps, jewelry crafted from precious metals, and everyday household items, all providing clear evidence of stable, relatively comfortable living conditions. However, what intrigues researchers most are mysterious marks etched into the tunnel walls, strange symbols and drawings that remain undeciphered. These enigmatic symbols continue to fascinate archaeologists, sparking intense curiosity. Some experts suggest they might be coded messages guiding inhabitants to safety during emergencies, or perhaps secret instructions for underground religious rituals known only to the city's residents. To this day, no definitive explanation has emerged, making these cryptic markings one of the most captivating mysteries of Nushabad, fueling ongoing fascination and research. And another remarkable feature of Nushabad lies in its secret, hidden refuge chambers, strategically constructed deep within the maze-like tunnels. These rooms are typically narrow, concealed behind twisting passageways, and deliberately designed to be difficult to discover. They may have served as final shelters during emergencies or tactical ambush points, enabling residents to effectively counter enemy attacks. In addition to their clear military purposes, many chambers within Nushabad exhibit signs indicating spiritual or religious uses. Archaeologists have discovered clear evidence of small-scale rituals, including ceremonial objects like oil lamps placed carefully in wall niches and stones engraved with sacred Sasanian symbols. These findings demonstrate that spiritual practices and religious beliefs remained central to daily life, even as the inhabitants lived hidden deep beneath the surface for survival. Yet the greatest unanswered question remains: why was the underground city of Nushabad ultimately abandoned? Researchers have proposed several theories. One prominent idea suggests that after the collapse of the Sassanid Empire due to Arab invasions in the 7th century, the region underwent major cultural, religious, and social transformations. With Islam spreading throughout Iran, local communities might have gradually moved back above ground, building new cities and villages more suitable for trade, commerce, and daily life. Another theory points to environmental causes for Nushabad's abandonment. It is possible that the essential underground water sources gradually became depleted over time, or the subterranean geological structures were compromised by frequent earthquakes common in this region. Without sufficient water supplies or guaranteed safety underground, residents were eventually forced to relocate, seeking safer living conditions elsewhere. A more intriguing and speculative theory suggests that Nushabad was abandoned abruptly due to an intense battle or conflict occurring directly at the site. According to this scenario, residents might have hastily fled the city in chaos, leaving it intact and preserving countless traces of everyday life, waiting undiscovered for centuries until modern archaeological exploration began. Today, Nushabad has become a fascinating destination, drawing history and archaeology enthusiasts eager to explore its ancient and mysterious underground tunnels. Ongoing research and careful preservation efforts continue, with the hope of unraveling even more secrets and answering the lingering questions about the ancient history hidden beneath this remarkable region. Leaving behind the ancient lands of Iran and the secrets of Nushabad, our journey now leads us to a colder, legendary land, Scotland. Beneath Edinburgh, Scotland's historic and famous capital city, lies one of the most mysterious and perplexing underground structures ever discovered, Gilmerton Cove. Unlike other subterranean cities we've explored, such as Naurs or Nushabad, clearly constructed for defensive purposes, Gilmerton Cove is renowned precisely for its ambiguity. To this day, archaeologists and historians have yet to agree upon a clear theory regarding the origins and exact purpose of these enigmatic tunnels. Gilmerton Cove first entered historical records in 1724, when a local blacksmith named George Patterson claimed he single-handedly carved out this intricate tunnel network using only primitive tools. However, Patterson's account has always been met with skepticism, primarily due to its technical impossibility. Experts insist that the complexity and sophistication of these tunnels could not possibly be the work of just one individual. More recent research suggests that Gilmerton Cove might actually predate Patterson's claims by several centuries. Some scholars propose these tunnels were constructed in medieval times, or possibly even earlier, by a secretive community for religious or mystical rituals. Unfortunately, no definitive historical documents have survived to conclusively pinpoint the tunnel's original date or purpose. This lack of concrete evidence has made Gilmerton Cove a hotbed of speculation among researchers. One particularly intriguing theory suggests it was a secret meeting place for occult or clandestine groups operating in Edinburgh during the 17th and 18th centuries. Small chambers, strange wall niches, and mysterious stone altars discovered within the tunnels lend credibility to this idea. Others speculate Gilmerton Cove served as a hidden sanctuary for Edinburgh's poor, providing refuge from harsh government persecution at the time. According to this theory, the tunnels offered safe, temporary shelter from authorities, as well as a secret location for conducting religious ceremonies away from watchful eyes. Gilmerton Cove's architectural features also spark intense debate. Unlike other ancient underground cities we've visited, Gilmerton Cove is significantly smaller in scale, yet remarkably intricate. Its layout consists of several short tunnels linking small chambers, some meticulously carved with unusual architectural details such as stone tables, seating arrangements, recessed wall niches, and peculiar altars. Researchers have yet to definitively explain the purpose behind these architectural elements. Some theorize they may have served as settings for secretive religious rituals. Others believe they were locations for esoteric ceremonies or even sites for clandestine, possibly illegal activities. Recent archaeological investigations at Gilmerton Cove have opened intriguing new perspectives, but they've simultaneously deepened its mystery. One notable recent theory proposes that Gilmerton Cove hosted secret gatherings of religious dissidents, particularly Catholics, in the 17th century when Scotland was rife with religious tensions. Its isolated underground rooms may have been safe havens for clandestine worship, safely hidden from local authorities. In addition, recent research has provided new evidence suggesting that Gilmerton Cove might have served as a secret storage facility for smugglers during the 18th and early 19th centuries. Its strategic location near Edinburgh's busy harbour made the underground complex an ideal spot to conceal smuggled goods such as alcohol, tobacco, and other contraband. Hidden storage niches and corridors specifically designed for quick, stealthy movement further strengthen this intriguing theory. What makes Gilmerton Cove particularly fascinating is the strange blend of all these different theories. Some archaeologists believe the site has served multiple purposes over various historical periods, continuously adapting to the changing needs and social conditions of each era. This versatility makes Gilmerton Cove an excellent example of human ingenuity, illustrating how subterranean spaces have been creatively adapted to meet needs for survival, safety, and secrecy throughout history. Adding another layer of mystery to Gilmerton Cove is the notable absence of artifacts that could shed more light on its true history. Unlike other ancient underground cities, which often yield abundant archaeological finds, Gilmerton Cove appears to have been meticulously cleared out long ago, making it extremely difficult for researchers to uncover definitive clues. Nevertheless, this has not stopped ongoing exploration and research. Recent archaeological surveys utilizing advanced 3D scanning technology and modern geological analysis have yielded exciting new discoveries. Several previously unknown underground chambers have been uncovered, suggesting that Gilmerton Cove still holds many hidden secrets beneath its surface, just waiting to be revealed. Today, Gilmerton Cove has become one of Edinburgh's most intriguing tourist destinations. Curious visitors from around the globe come here to walk through its mysterious tunnels, experience the eerie atmosphere firsthand, and speculate together about the true purpose of this remarkable subterranean structure. We may never find a definitive answer regarding Gilmerton Cove's origins or its original purpose. Yet it is precisely these unanswered questions and diverse theories that continue to captivate the imagination, making Gilmerton Cove endlessly fascinating to all who visit. Leaving behind the mysterious and enigmatic tunnels of Gilmerton Cove in Scotland, our journey now brings us back to the warm, sunlit Mediterranean, to the ancient town of Orvieto, perched majestically on volcanic cliffs in the Umbria region of Italy. Here, hidden beneath cobblestone streets and medieval architecture, lies a secret underground world, constructed thousands of years ago by the enigmatic Etruscan civilization. The Etruscans, an ancient people whose history remains shrouded in mystery, once dominated much of the Italian peninsula long before the rise of the Romans. Orvieto was among their most significant cities, a major center of power, culture, and spirituality. Yet surprisingly, the greatest legacy left by the Etruscans in Orvieto lies not in the grand structures above ground, but in an extensive network of underground tunnels and mysterious ceremonial chambers beneath the city itself. The subterranean system beneath Orvieto is a marvel of ancient engineering. Archaeologists have identified around 1,200 tunnels, caves, and chambers extending for tens of kilometers underground. Astonishingly, these tunnels were not merely shelters or storage rooms. They included carefully constructed ceremonial spaces built with astonishing precision and evoking a profound sense of awe and mystery. Certain ceremonial chambers beneath Orvieto feature remarkable architecture, with intricately carved walls and vaulted ceilings composed of perfectly fitted volcanic stone blocks. Experts believe these chambers were once sites of secret religious rituals performed by the Etruscans. The discovery of stone altars, mystical symbols, and ceremonial artifacts within these rooms further supports this theory. Among the most significant archaeological discoveries in Orvieto are exquisite Etruscan pottery vessels adorned with distinctive imagery, warriors, gods, mythical creatures, and depictions of secret religious ceremonies. These artifacts not only highlight the Etruscans' remarkable artistic skill, but also offer crucial insights into their rich spiritual and cultural practices. Another extraordinary feature of Orvieto's underground city is the deep, ancient wells carved through layers of volcanic rock. Some of these wells extend nearly 50 meters below the surface and were ingeniously designed to ensure a stable water supply for the inhabitants above, especially crucial during sieges or prolonged droughts. These wells showcase the remarkable technical prowess of the Etruscans, underscoring the importance of water management in their civilization. Despite ongoing discoveries, the exact purpose behind the extensive network of tunnels and ritual chambers beneath Orvieto remains hotly debated. Many scholars suggest that this subterranean labyrinth served not only practical functions, but also played a vital role in the spiritual and religious lives of the Etruscans. These deep underground chambers may have been sacred spaces where the Etruscans conducted secret rituals to bridge the human world with the mystical, spiritual realm, an essential aspect of their culture. Perhaps the greatest mystery surrounding Orvieto's underground city extends beyond its original purpose to encompass the sudden and unexplained disappearance of the Etruscan civilization itself. Despite their wealth, power, and sophistication, the Etruscans abruptly vanished around the 1st century BCE, leaving almost no clear historical records explaining their disappearance. Numerous theories have emerged to explain this mystery, ranging from Roman conquest and devastating epidemics to severe climate change and complex cultural and social factors. Yet no definitive explanation has emerged, making their disappearance one of history's enduring enigmas. Some historians suggest that the rapid and powerful expansion of Rome was the main reason behind the gradual conquest and absorption of the Etruscan civilization. However, many other experts don't fully agree with this theory. They argue that while the Romans might have dominated politically and militarily, the complete and sudden disappearance of the Etruscan culture, including their language, religion, and traditions, is difficult to explain solely by invasion alone. Recent climate and geological studies in the Orvieto region have revealed intriguing new clues. Archaeological evidence suggests that around the period when the Etruscans vanished, the area might have experienced significant climate disruptions, including prolonged droughts or severe earthquakes. These events could have severely disrupted daily life, forcing the residents of Orvieto to abandon their city and ultimately leading to the complete collapse of their civilization. Whatever the true cause, the disappearance of the Etruscans continues to evoke both mystery and a sense of profound loss among historians. Archaeological discoveries at Orvieto only heighten the significance and fascination of researching and preserving these secret underground treasures. Important artifacts such as ceremonial objects, precious bronze statues, and ancient household items found beneath the city offer not only an authentic glimpse into Etruscan daily life, but also critical clues that might one day help unravel lingering mysteries. Today, Orvieto's subterranean labyrinth is one of Italy's most captivating archaeological attractions. Visitors are drawn to its mysterious and solemn atmosphere, captivated by the unanswered questions still hidden deep underground. Winding tunnels, ancient ceremonial chambers, and stories of a civilization that once thrived yet ultimately faded into obscurity leave lasting impressions on those who explore these shadowy passageways. Ongoing preservation and research efforts continue actively in Orvieto, driven by the hope of uncovering new evidence that will shed clearer light on the Etruscans' history. These efforts aim to further unravel profound mysteries surrounding their everyday lives, spiritual practices, and the sudden disappearance of this enigmatic ancient civilization. Leaving behind the legendary tunnels of the Etruscans beneath Orvieto, our journey now takes us to a distant, majestic, and ancient land, Ani, the legendary former capital of medieval Armenia. Here, among the hauntingly beautiful ruins and remnants of past glory, lies a remarkably hidden secret, a rarely known underground city built centuries ago, stretching beneath the earth and holding countless untold stories. Ana, once the thriving capital of the Armenian kingdom between the 10th and 11th centuries, was famously known as the City of 1,000 Churches due to its magnificent religious architecture. Yet few realize that beneath these ancient churches lie intricate networks of tunnels, chambers, and secret underground spaces stretching for kilometers, crafted with astonishing precision and intelligence. Archaeologists believe that Ani's subterranean system was primarily built for defense, serving as protection against relentless external threats. At the peak of its prosperity, the Armenian kingdom frequently faced invasions from neighboring empires such as the Byzantine, Persian, and nomadic tribes from Central Asia. To counteract these dangers, Ani's rulers constructed an extensive network of tunnels, creating a secure, hidden, and virtually impenetrable refuge beneath their city. Recent archaeological research has illuminated fascinating details about Ani's underground architecture and engineering. These tunnels were carefully carved through solid volcanic rock with remarkable precision. Many passages are intentionally narrow and winding, allowing just enough space for one person at a time, effectively slowing enemy invasions and providing residents ample opportunity for defense. Moreover, Ani's subterranean complex features several larger chambers believed to have served as long-term shelters for residents during emergencies. These rooms were thoughtfully designed with advanced ventilation systems and dependable underground water sources. Ancient wells, impressively deep and sophisticated, ensured Ani's inhabitants could endure prolonged sieges and harsh living conditions underground. New archaeological discoveries continue to heighten Ani's allure and mystery. Researchers have unearthed valuable artifacts such as ancient coins, beautifully decorated pottery, and various household objects including oil lamps, bronze tools, and iron utensils, clear evidence of the extensive preparations Ani's residents made for underground survival. Intriguingly, the walls in some chambers bear mysterious carvings imbued with religious and spiritual significance, indicating that Ani's underground realm might have held deep spiritual importance beyond mere shelter. Yet many aspects of Ani remain enigmatic. Archaeologists have yet to fully understand the precise purpose of certain uniquely constructed tunnels, or explain why some underground chambers were built with perplexing architectural complexity. This uncertainty has led experts to speculate that Ani might have had additional secretive uses still unknown to us, such as hosting clandestine religious ceremonies or safeguarding the kingdom's treasures and precious artifacts. Armenian folklore further enriches the intrigue surrounding Ani's subterranean city. One popular legend tells of a vast hidden treasure buried deep beneath Ani centuries ago, accessible only to those possessing pure hearts and unmatched courage. Another tale speaks of a secret underground passage connecting Ani to another distant ancient city, forming an escape route in times of peril. These folklore tales about Ani are more than mere stories. They reflect the profound beliefs and cultural memories deeply embedded in Armenian heritage. One especially compelling legend describes a mysterious underground city called Ani Below, inhabited by ancestral spirits and guardian deities who protected residents from calamities and invasions. According to this story, Ani's underground realm was not merely a physical refuge, but a sacred symbol of the profound spiritual bond connecting humanity and the divine within Armenian culture. Another prominent legend claims that Ani once sheltered a mysterious queen who ruled from beneath the earth during Armenia's darkest era. This queen was said to possess mystical powers, enabling communication with ancient gods and ensuring Ani's protection against ruthless invaders. Although no archaeological evidence supports her historical existence, the tale endures as a powerful symbol of Armenian strength, resilience, and cultural identity passed down through generations. In addition to captivating legends, recent archaeological discoveries have unveiled important historical insights into Ani's underground system. Some experts believe these tunnels were expanded and renovated multiple times throughout various historical periods, from their initial construction in the 10th century to later reuse during the 13th and 14th centuries, when Ani faced invasions from the Mongols and other neighboring empires. Among recent finds are ancient inscriptions on stone fragments discovered within the tunnels. Although these writings have yet to be fully deciphered, they have already begun to shed light on Ani's intricate and mysterious history. Archaeologists have also uncovered secret passages connecting the underground system directly to significant structures on the surface, such as ancient churches, palaces, and fortresses. This clearly demonstrates the crucial role these tunnels played in the medieval city's defense and survival strategies. Despite these remarkable discoveries, countless mysteries surrounding Ani remain unresolved. One pressing question that researchers continue to ask is why such an extensive and sophisticated underground network was ultimately abandoned and forgotten for centuries. One theory proposed by archaeologists suggests that following devastating Mongol invasions and attacks by foreign powers, the tunnel system might have been severely damaged, losing its protective function and becoming unsafe for continued use. Gradually, Ani's residents may have been forced to abandon their city altogether, leaving behind the tunnels in ruins. As centuries passed, these abandoned passageways faded into obscurity, surviving only in folklore and whispered legends passed down through generations. Today, Ani has become a celebrated archaeological site, drawing visitors and researchers from around the globe eager to explore its fascinating ruins. Though reduced to remnants of its former glory, Ani retains an extraordinary sense of mystery and solemn beauty, deeply moving all who visit this once majestic city. Preservation efforts and archaeological research at Ani remain active and ongoing, driven by the desire to uncover new clues that might clarify its complex history and unravel the mysteries still hidden beneath the surface. Meanwhile, Ani's folk legends continue to thrive, passed from one generation to the next, continually reigniting Armenian pride and deep respect for their legendary ancient capital. Leaving behind the quiet mysteries of the legendary ancient city of Ani, our journey now returns to the enigmatic land of Cappadocia in Turkey, a region famed worldwide for its hidden underground marvels. Yet this time, it's not Derinkuyu or Kaymakli, the well-known archaeological gems, but rather Nevşehir, a city that recently stunned the world with a groundbreaking archaeological discovery. In 2013, during a large-scale construction project at the heart of Nevşehir, workers accidentally uncovered a narrow passageway descending into the earth. At first, they believed it was simply part of Cappadocia's famously extensive underground network. However, as archaeologists began investigating the site more closely, they quickly realized that they had discovered something entirely new, a massive, unprecedented underground structure far exceeding the scale of previously known subterranean cities. News of this discovery spread rapidly, creating excitement and astonishment among archaeologists and quickly emerging as one of the decade's most significant finds. Experts immediately recognized that they were facing a historic site of monumental importance, one capable of radically reshaping our understanding of Cappadocian history as well as the ancient world as a whole. Further excavations at Nevşehir revealed that this was no ordinary underground city, but rather an astonishingly expansive subterranean network potentially covering more than 5 million square meters, with tunnels and chambers dating back around 5,000 years. If these preliminary estimates prove accurate, Nevşehir would surpass even Derinkuyu and Kaymakli in both size and architectural complexity, becoming the largest known underground city on the planet. The structures uncovered beneath Nevşehir are remarkably diverse, including extensive tunnels stretching into darkness, vast chambers capable of sheltering tens of thousands of inhabitants, incredibly deep wells, and sophisticated ventilation systems engineered to an astonishing level of perfection. Moreover, archaeologists have identified clear evidence of important religious structures, such as temples, ceremonial spaces, and large communal areas. These findings suggest that this was not merely an emergency refuge, but a fully developed subterranean society coexisting parallel to and independently from the world above ground. These groundbreaking discoveries have raised critical questions among researchers. Who constructed such an immense and complex subterranean city beneath Nevşehir, and why did they invest so much effort and resources into creating an entire underground civilization? Several theories quickly emerged to explain this mystery. Some experts suggest that Nevşehir's underground city was built as a naturally impregnable fortress designed to withstand frequent invasions and devastating conflicts in ancient Cappadocia. This explanation aligns closely with the region's long history as a battlefield contested by powerful empires like the Hittites, Persians, Romans, and Byzantines. The existence of heavy stone doors and narrow winding tunnels, clearly designed for defensive purposes, further supports this theory. However, other researchers propose a more provocative hypothesis that Nevşehir's subterranean complex was originally constructed for far more intricate reasons. They speculate that this underground network was not merely defensive, but could represent an intentional urban development by an unidentified civilization, perhaps even an entirely forgotten ancient society, absent from mainstream historical records. This bold theory has gained further credibility due to the discovery of unusual symbols carved into the tunnel walls beneath Nevşehir. Unlike the familiar signs encountered in other Cappadocian underground cities, these symbols are entirely distinct, adding another layer of mystery and complexity to Nevşehir's discovery. Experts continue working diligently to decipher their meaning, but for now, these enigmatic symbols remain firmly within the realm of speculation. Yet the complexity of the underground structures at Nevşehir clearly demonstrates the astonishing sophistication and advanced civilization of the ancient people who built it. Features such as wells extending dozens of meters deep, perfectly engineered ventilation systems, and strategically organized chambers all indicate that these ancient inhabitants possessed construction techniques far ahead of what we typically associate with their time period. Recent excavations beneath Nevşehir have further intensified excitement within the international archaeological community. Beyond basic residential and defensive structures, researchers have uncovered intriguingly strange features, rooms and passageways built with extraordinary precision, displaying unusual carvings and geometric patterns on the stone walls. These findings strongly suggest that this subterranean city may have once served as an important center for ritualistic and spiritual practices. In particular, several newly discovered sections stand out distinctly from the rest of the underground network. These chambers feature astonishingly precise geometric designs, suggesting they might have functioned as subterranean astronomical observatories or spaces dedicated to symbolic rituals. Some carvings recently discovered here even depict specific celestial phenomena such as solar and lunar eclipses, along with prominent constellations. This indicates that Nevşehir's ancient inhabitants likely possessed astronomical knowledge far beyond what we previously believed possible. Some archaeologists have gone so far as to propose that Nevşehir was not merely an ordinary shelter, but possibly a secret hub of ancient knowledge. Perhaps mystical rituals relating to deep understandings of astronomy, time, and the cosmos were conducted here, similar to those found in other prominent ancient civilizations, such as Egypt or Sumer. Though this hypothesis remains controversial among scholars, the recent discoveries at Nevşehir unquestionably force a serious reconsideration of the region's historical significance within Cappadocia and the broader ancient Middle East. Beyond these remarkable archaeological finds, deeper investigations have raised another compelling question. Why would such a massive, intricate, and clearly important structure ultimately become completely forgotten by history? Some theories suggest Nevşehir's subterranean city may have been abandoned due to dramatic climate shifts or devastating natural disasters, such as earthquakes or volcanic eruptions, that severely damaged much of its structure and forced its residents to leave. Indeed, Cappadocia has historically been a region of significant volcanic activity, and recent geological studies confirm that substantial geological events occurred in ancient times. This could plausibly explain why residents had to abandon such an extraordinary construction. However, other hypotheses propose that Nevşehir's inhabitants intentionally sealed their underground city, possibly due to mysterious reasons linked to their beliefs or a significant societal event. This idea is partly supported by the deliberate sealing off of several primary entrances with massive stone blocks, as if the inhabitants consciously aimed to protect or hide a profound secret from the outside world. Today, Nevşehir's underground city has captured the global archaeological community's attention. Conservation efforts and research are proceeding rapidly, aiming to uncover more crucial secrets that may shed light on the unresolved debates. Plans are already underway to eventually open this area widely to the public, promising to make it one of the world's most significant archaeological tourist destinations in the near future. The discovery of Nevşehir reminds us that despite thousands of years of human history, countless important and fascinating secrets still lie waiting beneath our feet. This newly uncovered underground world serves as a powerful testament to the idea that human history continually holds extraordinary surprises, and sometimes an accidental discovery can entirely transform our understanding of the past. Moving beyond verified and spectacular archaeological discoveries like Nevşehir, our journey now ventures into even more mysterious territory, the realm of legends, ancient myths, and underground cities whose existence remains unproven. From the enigmatic mysteries of ancient Egypt and speculative stories surrounding North Korea to the unexplored passages beneath Angkor Wat, these legendary locations have captured human imagination and curiosity for centuries. We begin with ancient Egypt, a civilization renowned for monumental wonders and unsolved historical mysteries. Ancient texts, including manuscripts reportedly housed in the famed Library of Alexandria, alluded to an extensive subterranean world beneath the Great Pyramids and the enigmatic Great Sphinx at Giza. These writings speak of networks of tunnels and hidden chambers filled with forgotten knowledge and lost technologies from a far more ancient civilization. Among the most captivating theories is the existence of the Hall of Records, an ancient hidden library purportedly located beneath the paws of the Great Sphinx. Legend claims it contains comprehensive records detailing humanity's history and knowledge predating the Great Flood. Though modern archaeological excavations at Giza have yet to provide concrete proof of such a hall, the intrigue of this legend continues to inspire further research and exploration in Egypt. Objectively speaking, researchers suggest that while the existence of a secret, mystical library beneath Giza might be improbable, the possibility of hidden tunnels or chambers beneath the pyramids and Sphinx is entirely plausible. Recent ground-penetrating radar surveys have indeed revealed unusual subterranean structures near the Giza complex, further fueling interest in these unresolved mysteries. Continuing our exploration into legendary realms, we turn our attention to perhaps the most secretive region in the modern world, North Korea. For decades, persistent rumors have circulated about extensive underground cities constructed by the North Korean government designed to protect the nation's leadership and populace in the event of war. According to accounts from defectors and international sources, these rumored subterranean complexes reportedly include hospitals, schools, power plants, and even weapon manufacturing facilities, all hidden deep beneath the earth. However, verifying such information remains nearly impossible due to North Korea's highly secretive nature. While international researchers acknowledge that North Korea likely maintains significant underground infrastructure, the existence of a truly vast, fully functioning underground city as frequently described might merely be a product of exaggeration, either created to provide a sense of security or used strategically for state propaganda. Lastly, our journey brings us to Southeast Asia and the legendary underground cities rumored beneath Cambodia's majestic Angkor Wat. Renowned as a monumental architectural wonder and the world's largest religious complex, Angkor Wat has long been enveloped in mystery and legend. According to ancient Khmer traditions, a secret subterranean world exists beneath Angkor Wat, containing vast hidden treasures and mystical ceremonial chambers known exclusively to monks and the royal elite. Numerous explorers throughout history have attempted to locate entrances to these secret tunnels, but without success. Nevertheless, recent archaeological surveys employing advanced radar technology and LiDAR scanning have indeed uncovered evidence of previously unknown underground structures at the site, reigniting hope of unraveling a centuries-old legend. While archaeologists generally remain cautious, viewing the existence of a vast underground city beneath Angkor Wat as improbable, they agree that the presence of hidden tunnels or chambers used for religious rituals or defensive purposes is highly plausible. Future research efforts are expected to shed more light on these intriguing ancient mysteries. Legends of underground cities in ancient Egypt, North Korea, and beneath Angkor Wat have always captivated human imagination, while simultaneously posing significant challenges for contemporary researchers and archaeologists. Though not every legend can be verified, each holds crucial clues, continuously fueling curiosity and relentless exploration. In Egypt, archaeologists continue to leverage state-of-the-art radar scanning technologies to probe beneath the Great Pyramids. Recent research has revealed hidden voids and potential secret chambers deep within the Great Pyramid of Giza, lending credence to the possibility that at least some aspects of the ancient legends may hold truth. While evidence is not yet sufficient to fully confirm the fabled Hall of Records, renowned Egyptologists like Zahi Hawass remain open-minded, suggesting that the historical truths about Giza's subterranean structures could still await discovery. In contrast, accessing reliable archaeological information or directly verifying claims in North Korea is nearly impossible. Nonetheless, external investigations utilizing satellite imagery and testimonies from defectors have identified clear indications of underground facilities within this secretive nation. Military analysts and geopolitical experts acknowledge that while tales of vast underground cities might be exaggerated, it is entirely plausible, given the region's tense historical and political context, that North Korea maintains substantial subterranean complexes for military and survival purposes. Meanwhile, at Angkor Wat, recent breakthroughs have been made using advanced LIDAR technology. High-resolution LiDAR scans have uncovered substantial structures beneath Angkor Wat, which researchers suggest could be underground reservoirs or previously unknown ceremonial chambers. Archaeologists from the University of Sydney and Cambodian teams theorize that these subterranean features might be closely linked to ancient religious rituals or sophisticated water management systems, rather than the mythical underground cities of folklore. Nevertheless, even these findings have sparked intense debate and ongoing research, deepening our understanding of the mysteries surrounding the ancient Khmer civilization. Researchers typically approach these legends with careful, objective scrutiny. They recognize that folklore and traditional stories often stem from real historical events or facts, even if later embellished or exaggerated. Consequently, archaeologists avoid dismissing any hypothesis outright until definitive archaeological evidence emerges. Another intriguing perspective from scholars is that myths surrounding underground cities often reflect the deepest aspirations or anxieties of the societies in which they originated. For instance, legends of ancient underground libraries in Egypt might symbolize a collective desire to preserve knowledge eternally, safeguarding it from natural disasters or warfare. Similarly, the mythic underground cities of North Korea could embody societal anxieties and a fundamental need for safety amid a complex and uncertain political landscape. Overall, even if legendary subterranean cities in Egypt, North Korea, and beneath Angkor Wat remain unproven, the very existence of these myths significantly motivates new archaeological explorations. In the world of archaeology, it is often precisely uncertainty and mystery that generate the greatest value, opening new avenues, fresh perspectives, and advancing critical developments in both science and history. As our journey through the mysteries and legends of ancient underground cities draws to a close, from the enigmatic caverns of Cappadocia and legendary Petra, to the secret tunnels beneath Ani, and even the mythical, unverified subterranean realms of Egypt and Angkor Wat, an unexpected realization emerges with striking clarity. The remarkable similarities among these underground cities, in terms of architectural techniques, intended purposes and lifestyles, appear far too significant to merely be coincidental. These uncanny parallels have led researchers to ask an extraordinary question. Could there have been a previously unknown connection between these ancient civilizations, that modern history has yet to recognize. First, consider the remarkable similarities in construction techniques evident in underground cities like Derinkuyu, Nevşehir, Nushabad, and even Orvieto. Although separated by thousands of miles and belonging to entirely distinct cultures, ancient builders across these civilizations all demonstrated an astonishing mastery of underground architecture. Each society built sophisticated ventilation systems, reliable water sources, and formidable defensive mechanisms. The presence of massive stone doors capable of sealing off entire sections in emergencies, deep wells for water storage, and narrow tunnels designed specifically to hinder enemy movements suggests a shared, advanced technological understanding in the ancient world. Beyond just building techniques, the initial purposes behind these underground cities also bear striking resemblances. In nearly every case, these cities were constructed as shelters to provide safety during periods of warfare, social turmoil, or severe natural disasters. Archaeological evidence reveals meticulous preparation for prolonged underground habitation, including substantial food storage, reliable water supplies, and designated living areas. The simultaneous emergence of such similar survival strategies across diverse regions raises compelling questions. Did ancient peoples share global solutions for facing common threats? Equally intriguing is the frequent spiritual and religious symbolism embedded within these underground complexes. Whether in Cholula, Mexico, Orvieto, Italy, or Petra, Jordan, subterranean spaces consistently reveal evidence of sacred rites, mysterious ceremonies, and profound religious symbolism. Despite vast differences in specific religions, beliefs, and deities worshipped, the universal choice to incorporate spirituality into subterranean spaces is profoundly thought-provoking. These extraordinary parallels have given rise to bold hypotheses within academic circles, suggesting the possibility of ancient global connections among civilizations long before recorded history began. These theories posit that, in a distant, unrecorded past, there may have existed a sophisticated global civilization, or at least an interconnected network of civilizations capable of sharing advanced knowledge, architectural techniques, and even spiritual beliefs. Although undeniably compelling, these ideas remain controversial among historians and archaeologists. Nevertheless, an increasing number of respected scholars are seriously considering the possibility that ancient societies might have engaged in higher levels of contact and knowledge exchange than previously acknowledged by conventional history. Recent archaeological discoveries, particularly intriguing geometric structures and sophisticated construction techniques found in geographically distant locations, only reinforce the plausibility of these fascinating yet still unproven theories. While theories about ancient global civilization connections continue to spark significant debate, a growing number of recent archaeological discoveries have begun opening new doors for future research. Increasingly, scholars acknowledge the possibility that ancient history may be far more complex than previously imagined. Perhaps these ancient civilizations, despite being geographically distant, engaged in forms of interaction, exchanging knowledge, technology, or cultural ideas that we don't yet fully understand. One popular hypothesis currently discussed among researchers involves the possibility of early intercontinental trade routes or cultural exchange networks dating back thousands of years, long before the famous Silk Road emerged. Recent findings of ancient artifacts originating from distant civilizations discovered at archaeological sites thousands of miles apart are providing strong support for this intriguing theory. Moreover, many researchers now focus on the role of global climate change in ancient times. Geological and archaeological data reveal that the world experienced significant climatic upheavals in the distant past, such as prolonged droughts or global catastrophes, including massive earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. These major events might have compelled multiple civilizations simultaneously to seek similar solutions, such as building elaborate underground cities as a means of survival amid the harshest environmental conditions. Yet, hypotheses regarding global connections between ancient civilizations still present many challenging questions for modern scientists. If these connections truly existed, how were they established, given that ancient transportation and communication capabilities were significantly limited? Did these ancient societies actually possess maritime technologies or long-distance travel techniques far more advanced than we currently recognize? Such questions aren't easy to answer, yet they are sure to become central themes in future archaeological studies. Modern technologies such as LiDAR scanning, ground-penetrating radar, ancient DNA analysis, and increasingly precise dating methods are gradually helping researchers unravel these complex mysteries. New discoveries of previously unknown underground cities and archaeological structures continue to emerge, enriching humanity's collective understanding. At the same time, scholars emphasize the importance of remaining cautious and objective when considering sensational claims, urging against drawing hasty or unsupported conclusions. They advocate that research into ancient underground cities and their possible interconnections should proceed systematically, rigorously, and objectively. Nevertheless, there's no denying that these very mysteries and unresolved questions represent powerful incentives driving advancements in historical and archaeological sciences. Ancient underground cities, whether conclusively verified or still shrouded in mystery, stand as vivid testaments to humanity's extraordinary capacity for adaptation, creativity, and innovation, enabling survival through millennia of history. Looking ahead, future research on underground cities will focus increasingly on gaining deeper insights into the social, environmental, and cultural factors that inspired ancient peoples to construct these remarkable subterranean complexes. Essential questions will be examined more comprehensively. What lessons can these ancient underground cities teach us today about responding to global challenges such as climate change, resource scarcity, and other modern threats? Together we've witnessed the grandeur of Derinkuyu, Cappadocia's largest ancient underground city, where thousands once found refuge within rooms carved deep into the earth. We've journeyed to legendary Petra, where the Nabateans' astonishing water management systems transformed an arid desert into a thriving oasis. We've descended beneath Cholula in Mexico, exploring a mysterious labyrinth beneath the world's largest pyramid, still concealing secrets of ancient, enigmatic rituals. On this journey, we've encountered history's greatest mysteries. From the hidden ceremonial chambers of Orvieto, Italy, where the enigmatic Etruscan civilization flourished and then inexplicably vanished, to the captivating legends surrounding Armenia's city of Ani, where ancient tunnels continue to guard stories never recorded by history. Most strikingly, we've uncovered Nevşehir, a recently discovered underground metropolis that completely rewrites our understanding of the scale and sophistication of Cappadocia's ancient civilizations. These underground cities are living testaments to human ingenuity and our extraordinary ability to adapt to environmental and historical challenges. More than archaeological treasures, they help paint a richer, more comprehensive picture of our shared past. Each discovery deepens our understanding, yet simultaneously generates new questions, continuously fueling our imagination and desire to explore further. Yet perhaps the greatest insight from this journey isn't simply the secrets we've uncovered, it's our deeper appreciation of the importance of preserving these invaluable subterranean legacies. No matter how solidly built, these ancient structures remain vulnerable to both the ravages of time and irresponsible human actions today. Protecting and studying these sites isn't just about preserving humanity's collective memory, it's a sacred responsibility owed to future generations. This journey also leaves us with profound questions. questions not easily answered. Are the uncanny similarities in techniques, purpose, and lifestyles among underground cities across the globe merely coincidental? Or could they hint at a forgotten global connection among ancient civilizations? Might there have been advanced societies in our distant past that vanished into oblivion, leaving only faint traces buried beneath our feet? Above all, our exploration concludes with a meaningful question for us all. What do discoveries from our past tell us about humanity's future? Can we learn from our ancestors' extraordinary creativity, resilience, and adaptability to address today's global crises, climate change, resource scarcity, and social upheaval which threaten our very civilization? Perhaps the answers still lie hidden beneath our feet, quietly waiting in the shadows of time, ready to be revealed on future journeys. But most importantly, this adventure has ignited within us an unending passion to understand our past, protect our present, and move forward toward the future with wisdom, humility, and deep respect for the great mysteries history has entrusted to us. Remember, history never truly stops. It flows silently beneath our feet every day. Perhaps you will be the next person to write the newest chapter of this incredible journey, an exploration into the greatest mysteries still waiting deep beneath the earth.